What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Mike Roach podcast, brought to you by the one and only OXP Media and the Battle Canada series. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, oxp.media, at Mike Roach7. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, OXP Media. Guys, we got a lot to get into right now. The Boston Celtics win 102-99 in Game 2 against the Toronto Raptors in the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And boy, do the Raptors have a few issues in this series. Boston is really taking it to these guys. And the first thing that we need to address right now is Pascal Siakam. Because Pascal Siakam has not been playing particularly well since he's been in the bubble. He has not been playing particularly well offensively, at least. In this series, I did bring it up in the Brooklyn series that offensively I'm pretty worried about him. And everybody was talking about, oh, yeah, well, we're slapping Brooklyn, this and that. Well, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. But I wanted to see what kind of warm-up Pascal Siakam would get against Brooklyn and if he can transfer that into the Boston series. Now, he did not shoot well in the first series either. That's why I was concerned, because it seems like when Pascal goes up against really good teams, he seems to struggle. Now, that's clearly what's happening against the Boston Celtics. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Did not shoot well from the field, 6 of 16. Played even worse than that in the first game. But here's the thing. I think people need to chill when it comes to Pascal Siakam and what he's doing on the offensive end. Here's the thing, okay? Nobody ever mentioned that Pascal Siakam was going to be the second coming of Kawhi Leonard, as far as I'm concerned. Nobody ever mentioned that. I never heard it personally. But you look on social media and everybody's just going off on Pascal Siakam. Please, I mean, you got to shut the hell up when you're talking about Pascal Siakam in such a negative way. This is a dude who's in his first year as the quote-unquote guy for the Toronto Raptors, but he's never been put in any adversity. The only people calling him the Toronto so-called quote-unquote man for the Toronto has been the media and the fans. Now, he is the best player offensively for the team in the regular season, but you're not that dude unless you can prove it in the postseason. So people are anointing this guy, Pascal Siakam, the man, when he hasn't proven it yet. All I'm saying is let the guy prove it first. He is not doing that as of yet. I'm not giving up on Pascal Siakam yet. But people who are bashing him need to chill. You really need to chill, because nobody said this dude was going to be the second coming of Kawhi Leonard. Okay? We know he's struggling right now. There's no other player that the opposing team could make as their focal point on the defensive end to kind of free up Pascal Siakam, aside from Fred VanVleet. And he's not shooting well either, along with everybody else. Okay, so everybody needs to chill a little bit when it comes to Pascal Siakam. Let's see what Game 3 and Game 4 hold. All right, is he playing well? No, he's not. It's difficult for him when he's the main focal point. He's never been in that position before. So give him just a little bit of leeway. I understand people need somebody to blame. But it's not only Pascal Siakam struggling. The entire team is struggling offensively at this point. Let's not just put it on him. Look at some of these numbers. 44 points in the paint for the Toronto Raptors, which is almost half their points because they scored 99. They shoot abysmal from three once again. 28%, 11 from 40 from three-point range. They shot 25% in Game 1. Boston makes 4 more threes than them. I mean, the Raptors only turned the ball over 12 times compared to Boston's 17, and they had 25 points off of turnovers. The Raptors made look to need to speed up the tempo in these games. Also, the Raptors haven't been playing much of their bench, Nick Nurse. I mean, it's been their strong suit the entire season. But when I'm looking at these minutes in this series, I'll talk about game 2. Let's see, Chris Boucher finally got 9 minutes, but Terrence Davis got 6 minutes. You had nothing for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Matt Thomas gave you nothing. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Norman Powell didn't play great when he got into the game. He looked a bit weak thus far in both these 2 games. But we need Norman Powell. We need him to have confidence. We got to play him. He played 13 minutes. Terrence Davis is one of those guys who can give you points, instant offense off the bench. So, sweetie, what did I tell you? What did I tell you when I'm doing these shows? What did I tell you? I only got a few minutes left. Put a sock in it. Daughter's watching me live again. But the Toronto Raptors may need to go into their bench a little bit. Because you know what? At the end of the day, Matt Thomas showed promise in the first round. The playoffs was shooting the ball well, tough on defense. He's moving his feet, is being physical. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson has a lot of energy, can defend, can rebound, can make good outlet passes, get the ball going the other way in transition. Chris Boucher is not afraid to shoot the ball, unlike Marc Gasol right now at this point. I'm not sure what's going on with Marc Gasol, but his confidence is gone completely when it comes to shooting the ball. Okay? I don't know what has happened to Marc Gasol, but with that being said, there may need to be a lineup change in Game 3 for the Toronto Raptors. My suggestion would be to have Marc Gasol coming off the bench and insert Serge Ibaka into the starting lineup, and also give Chris Boucher a bit more minutes, because Chris Boucher, he is a bit of a streaky shooter, but can still shoot it from 3, can still run the floor, can play a bit of defense as well. He's a rim intimidator. He can do some things out there, and Matt Thomas can definitely stretch the floor from you. The problem to me for the Toronto Raptors, and I've been saying this forever, okay? And it's not just about saying it in the regular season. I said it in the regular season. I said it in the first round as well. The Raptors' offense, I mean, it's not stellar. It's really, really not stellar. You don't have somebody who you can go to and say, I need buckets here. Go get one for me. We don't know. OG dropped 20. He stepped it up, and he's going to have to. But I'm telling you, when you don't have Kawhi Leonard on your squad, everybody's going to have to pick it up. Not just Pascal Siakam. And if you're surprised by what you're seeing, you probably don't understand the game of basketball very much. Because at no point did Pascal Siakam prove to you that he could be the number 1 on a championship team roster. He has not proved that yet. So you should not be surprised totally if he goes up against the Boston Celtics in this series right now and he's struggling. It has not been proven yet. You have yet to see that. It's what you thought maybe, but it hasn't been proven. So stop going off on the dude. All right? Let's see what Game 3 holds. 6:30 on Thursday. Raptors, Celtics Game 3. And they need to come out like gangbusters and win that game, because they lose that one and it's over. This is their only hope. This is a must-win for the Toronto Raptors. So once again, this is Mike Roach, OXP Media, at Mike Roach 7 on Instagram, Mike_Roach_ on Twitter. And there's a lot of dialogue going on in regards to this series on Twitter, especially with my man Rashad Phillips and Kendrick Perkins, so look out for that. But this is it. Looking forward to speaking to you again post-game after Game 3. And I'm out.